Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham is one of India's premier top-ranked universities, which focuses on transforming lives through learning, research, and innovation. The university was established 19 years ago in the year 2003 and has made significant achievements in a short time. Education for life, education for living. Amrita University is guided by the thoughtfulness of our Chancellor, Amma, who laid down the philosophy of education for life by placing equal stress on education for a living. It is this vision that led to the establishment of a vast network of educational institutions that provide modern education while imparting the traditional values. While the pursuit of academic excellence forms the core of Amrita's success, it also undertakes the responsibility to shape the whole character of youngsters with love, care, and compassion. The university is headquartered at the foothills of the Western Ghats in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and has 5 other campuses spread across South India in Amrithapuri, Kerala, Kochi, Kerala, Bengaluru, Karnataka, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and Mysore, Karnataka. The university will soon launch its new campuses in Amravati, Andhra Pradesh, Faridabad, Delhi, NCR. Our inspiration, a renowned humanitarian leader and spiritual leader, Amma is the Chancellor and guiding light of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Amma's concept of education, stress on research, and commitment to instilling universal values have come together to shape Amrita into an institution where the latest achievements and discoveries combined with compassion and service-mindedness. As Amma said in 2010, when the State University of New York presented her with an honorary doctorate in humane letters. Rankings. The multi-campus, multidisciplinary research establishment is ranked as 5th best university in India 2021 by National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF. We have also been accorded the status of Institute of Eminence, IOE, by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. A testament to our pursuit of excellence is the NAC A++ accreditation score, the highest possible. NAC accreditation measures universities for excellence in curricular aspects, teaching, learning and evaluation, research, innovations and extension, infrastructure and learning resources, student support and progression, governance, leadership and management, institutional values and best practices, global impact and international collaborations. Among the private educational institutions in the country, Amrita has entered into MOUs and collaborations with more than 450 leading universities around the globe. Students also benefit from our relations with industries and interactions with top management of multinational companies. These collaborations facilitate student exchange programs, student visits, industrial training, and project guidance under reputed corporate entities. Placements. Placements at Amrita have always been best in class, with students usually having more than 1 job offer. Some students have up to 3 job offers by the end of their course from reputed MNCs, be it engineering, management, life sciences, arts or sciences. Amrita is a place where the world's best companies look for talent. More than 200 companies visit the campus every year, and the average salary offered to our students is 5.8 lakh per annum. Meanwhile, the highest package offered is 56.95 lakh per annum, and the highest stipend for internship is rupees 80,000 per month. Amrita's Technology Business Incubator, TBI, is a non-profit supported by the Government of India that funds, mentors, and nurtures ideas by startups and entrepreneurs. It focuses on developing innovations in the areas of information technology, cybersecurity, networking, social media, and more. The TBI startups have obtained multiple awards and recognition, both from India and across the globe. Till date, TBI has incubated more than 75 startups and mentored 216 startup ideas with 0% loss from investments. It funds up to 1 crore rupees per startup and has opened up many more funding options through its partnership with venture capital firms and angel investor networks. Amrita TBI is one of the only
Good morning, all. Welcome to the third episode of My School, My Pride. In this series, we are aiming to showcase young talents and outstanding students who have achieved something beyond their study to pursue their passion and brought pride to their schools with the expert guidance from their teachers. So, today we are having Master Hariharan and Ms. Deepa from GK Vidya Mandir, Chennai, along with their mentor, Mr. Vijay, who is the math facilitator at GT Groups of Institutions. GT Vidya Mandir is one of the part of GT Groups of Institutions. GT Vidya Mandir aims their students' development and also encourage their co-curricular, extracurricular activities to reach them into highest potential. So let's have a look at GT Vidya Mandir video.
GTA Vidya Mandir, known as GTA VM, is a K-12 CBSE school situated in Neelankarai, Chennai. It was started in the year 2010 by Sangvi Kantilal Chunilal Doshi as a flagship of GT Group of Institutions. The core values of GT Group of Institutions revolve around student centricity, technology and tradition, life skill development, happiness quotient, inspired facilitators, and sophisticated infrastructure. A holistic approach is used to develop intellectual, emotional, social, physical, artistic, and creative potentials among students.
The only constant in this ever-changing world is change itself. Being in the field of education, we prepare students to face this constant change. At GTA Vidya Mandir, we strive to make children learners for life. We do this not by telling children what to learn, but teaching them how to learn.
GTA Vidya Mandir aims at creating lifelong learners. To help students achieve their highest potential, the school offers a balanced blend of curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular activities. Academic performance is integrated with arts and sports. The school provides the setting for self-exploration, and the student-centric approaches help acquire transferable skills. The lesson plans are aptly designed to encourage problem-solving and critical thinking skills. The structured learning design focuses on collaboration and cooperation rather than competition. The school provides regular opportunities to students, both inside and outside the classroom, for group work and development of social skills. Discussions, debates, clubs, Scouts and Guides, RSP, Red Cross, hands-on science experiments, sports activities, projects, exhibitions, robotics, internships, community service, and service learning projects are included as salient activities. The teachers are inspired and empowered through periodical hands-on training and workshops conducted in-house. The teachers as facilitators also participate in capacity-building programs conducted by CBSE from time to time. GTA VM has facilities and infrastructure to build healthy and happy children with enhanced cognitive, social, and emotional development. The kindergarten play area has EPDM flooring for kids to play safely for hours together. The classrooms at GTA VM create a dynamic and positive environment that engages and motivates the students to learn. The digital classrooms are equipped with high-speed internet to enhance the learning experience. Presentation methods such as computer-based projection and digital videos are also employed. The campus houses 2 computer labs with updated hardware and software. GTA VM has a well-equipped library that provides resources and services in different media formats to suit the needs of teachers and students. This makes information easily accessible in a calm and disciplined atmosphere. At GTA VM, robotics is used as a launching pad for STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. The integrated robotic curriculum even includes the use of a 3D printer. Extracurricular activities are part of regular school hours. Professional trainers are appointed to help students explore interests in cricket, table tennis, archery, theatre, debate, vocal and instrumental music, dance, karate, roller skating, and calligraphy. The school supports environmentally conscious decisions to combat issues such as global warming and greenhouse gas emissions. The installed solar-powered panels reduces the dependency on fossil fuels. To ensure a healthy and hygienic environment, the school provides safe drinking water via RO plant, prohibits single-use plastics, encourages reusable water bottles, ensures periodically cleaned washrooms, and provides incinerators for sanitary napkins. Apart from a qualified nursing assistant, the school also has a full-time counselor for emotional and psychological support. The school canteen is 100% vegetarian. The school maintains seamless communication with parents about their students' attendance, day-to-day activities, academic progress, scheduled parent-teacher meetings, and PTA. The advanced management software used helps parents track the school bus via GPS and get the real-time location of their children. The campus and school buses are CCTV enabled.
We guide students to discover their identity, understand the meaning and purpose in life through connection to the community, to the natural world, and to the humanitarian values such as compassion and peace.
The vision of GT Group of Institutions is to develop all-rounded, confident and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. The mission is to provide a welcoming, safe and supportive learning environment in which everyone is equal and all achievements are celebrated. All initiatives at GT Vidya Mandir aim at creating a happy society through happy teachers, happy learners and happy parents.
On on March 5th, 2020, GTA Vidyamandir has set a record of maximum students drawing international flags together on virtual platform. A total of 334 students participated in this record. So the students created the international flags on paper using mathematical instruments in an average time of 1 minute and 10 seconds on Zoom platform. The two main pillars behind the success are Ms. Deepa and Master Hariharan. They took initiative of training students and coordinated the to make this attempt successful. So they also involved in designing IBR sheets and collected various data regarding this record. And also they have compiled various videos regarding this event. So I welcome Deepa Hariharan and Mr. Vijay to this episode. Before getting into the session, we have let's have a glimpse of Gems of India. presenter, Vijay sir, the first question is to you. From where did you get this idea to create this unique record?
Yes, happy morning to all of you present here. Myself, Vijay B, math facilitator, and the class teacher, proud class teacher of 9C of GTAVM. Got this idea in my class when I was teaching constructions, and what was about their set squares were not used. So first of all, my students were telling, "Sir, what is the use of the set squares?" Thereby, I was explaining about the perpendicular bisectors and how to make perpendicular bisectors with a set square, and then how to make parallel lines and perpendicular lines. So that time we had a discussion, and our flag was also made up of parallel and perpendicular lines. So on that day, it was a lunch. We were discussing about. There was an activity of constructing our Indian national flag, but fully with the stem and with the color and everything, with the ground and everything. And then we thought of why we can't make this, because assembling the flag through human was possible, but why can't we consider using max? Was the spirit I got from my class students, and then I we took that as an ignition, and we moved on, ma'am. And now
Okay, yeah. So my next question is to one of our stars, Deepa. So Deepa, as a student, of course, you played an important role in executing and coordinating this a big record. So what was your, could you please share your experience with our participants?
Yes, ma'am. So, well, to be frank, it was a lot of fun. All of us attempting to and failing miserably at first to construct the flag, and then all of us teasing each other, and all of us finally getting the hang of it. It was all a very, very wholesome experience. But I think training the younger students was the most fun part. All of us would go to different classes, teach them what we knew, and then we'd help them out, answer their questions. And it was all a very, very wholesome experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Okay, so the same question is to Master Hariharan. Could you please share your experience to our
A wonderful morning to one of our present here, ma'am. So the Indian national flags event was such a huge success. It was because of the management helping us and the teachers training us at the right moment. And because of that only, we were able to train the juniors at first. So as Deepa said, the thing of constructing flags and failing, those were playing the major parts, and getting into controversies and talking it out with our peers were the major event which was taking place every single day, because making people understand about the event was very, very hard. Making them know that this event was worth to even put your effort was very hard, because people were this is just the Indian flag. What are we going to do by constructing it? But then eventually, as we made them understand about the event much in a higher rate with the help of our mentor also, we were able to convince them, and we were able to train them, mom. As Deepa rightly said, the most fun part was training the younger children, mom. I love training sixth graders, mom. They were very active, they were energetic, and they came up to me every single time and they were like, Anna, when are you going to come to our class and teach us to draw the flag? So as they were very active, making them sit in their places were a bit different for me, as I'm a student, and they wouldn't consider me as a mentor in the beginning. So playing games with them and making them sit in their places and take out their A4s and helping them draw was very, very useful. And Deep and I usually go together for 8th grade. So this was the major memories we had from the event.
So from both of your words, I can understand that the students were completely active in this big event and they were really interested to make such a record. So, and both, apart from that, the nervous and the hard work behind this coordination execution is very big, I know. So, what was the result, and if there was anything takeaway from this experience, what would be?
Ma'am, I think all of us would take away memories from this event. And as we said before, training the students was a lot of fun because most of them were our age and we were not really training. We were actually playing with them, playing games and trying to teach them, trying to like be responsible, but in the end we just ended up having a lot of fun. And then making the documentaries was also a lot of fun for all of us. We learned so many things. And all of us, the first time all of us tried constructing the flag was very, very memorable because none of us could do it. At within the time limit, none of us could construct the flag. And then the first time someone in our class constructed the flag, we were like acting like, I don't know, they were the hero, like they saved the world or something. And they were like the star of the day for the rest of the day. And it was a lot of fun. So I think I take away memories from this event and the whole process. And there were also a lot of learning outcomes, but to me, I value memories the most. Thank you.
So Hariharan, could you please explain a little about this?
So the major takeaway from this Indian National Flags event, I would say, is learning patience, mom. Because training the students and working in the documentaries were our major parts, mom. So like we were 3 different teams and working in 3 different documentaries, and Deepa and I were the common ones, mom. We used to sit in meetings which were like 3-4 hours long and nicely do nothing, mom. Basically do nothing. For the background musics, we spent at least 2 days finding them, and for compiling them, my God, it was the hardest part of all. But eventually, mom, we understood that coordinating with other people and communicating the right way was the best thing. I would say with memories will be the part of learning to communicate way better. Because we all were the students studying from a very young age, though we know each other very well, making them understand via an online platform was very, very difficult. Then the training sessions during online was like a pretty fun one because people were looking a bit funny in their costumes at home, and I like that one. And annoying our class teacher was the best part, if you can ask me. Making him, driving him nuts was the best thing I used to do with my friends. But eventually, learning to do the flag, Sir was a very great inspiration for us. He was the first one who took the step to record a video of him constructing the flag. And we all were like, Sir, we'll defeat you. Come on, let's see it. And there was this guy known as Saran from our class 9C. He constructed the Indian national flag in 40 seconds. He challenged Sir, and the 40 seconds construction came out in the third day of the event's announcement. So we were all with the fire. So Sarin played a major role in also training students, and also he was an inspiration for juniors. They all wanted to come up like him, and eventually people were able to construct flags in a more faster pace. So this is what would be my major takeaways.
From both of your words, I can understand that you guys went for a long process and you coordinated. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. I can understand that. So, as a mentor, Vijay sir, the next question is to you. Everything needs support, right, sir? For coordinating an event, whatever big or whatever small event, there must be a support is needed, right, sir? So as a teacher, from the teacher side as well as the students side, what all supports you guys get from this for this event, sir?
So, first of all, I would like to thank my management to give an opportunity to be a part of this great event. And for first response is from my children and their training. And initially, I got to know about how the children will perform because it should cross the limit. About 200 children have to perform in an online record. Then only the setting of a record or else attempt will be given, and no challenging was there, but everyone was incredibly supportive. The amount of positive response from both the teachers, our students, my fellow mates was overwhelming. To be honest, it was more than that what we ever expected, and definitely more than what they have rightly done at that moment. So as you rightly said, everything does need support to be carried out, and we were blessed with a surplus of it. And my principals or vice principal, my heads, all were supportive, and with all their cooperation, this event is a great achievement for us, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, Hariharan and Deepa, so I think this event not only help you to learn academically, so there were some soft skills you already developed from this event. So, what would you say was the overall learning experience?
We'll actually more than just learn like academically learning, we also learned a lot of soft skills. So we learned coordination and, as Hari said, patience. and we learned teamwork. We learned how to how to be responsible. We learned responsibility. We learned how to approach problems and how to teach other people. We actually, it wasn't just me and Hari, it was a lot, like all the teachers, all the students, everyone gave us tremendous support, did everything they could. And I feel like this helped us bond a little bit more. And like all of us, the students, would all sit together and like come up with new different ideas, more fun ideas to teach the younger students, and it was a lot of fun. And so more than just academically learning, which was also in surplus, we did learn a lot of soft skills that are definitely going to help us in the future.
Okay. Hariharan, yeah, it's your turn.
So if you'll ask me, the basic of teamwork and coordination was the main thing I learned. But eventually I got to know better of my own geometry box. So like what is the set square? What is the pro circle used for? I am a basic artist and I am good at mandala. So I use pro circle, but I did not know the proper usage of it until sir told me. I was just like it's a 360 degrees protractor and it's like only used for that. But eventually, mom, making people's dream come true was the biggest thing we ever did. Like most of our students, mom, they weren't much of outspoken. We were all like introverts, and the schooling of ninth grade was also very low. Like we went to school for only about 2 months or so, and within that span, mom, we actually wanted to make a huge impact to our school's name in a very good manner, and that is exactly what this event has given to us, mom. Then talking about this, we got to know our classmates very well. So there were new students who came to our class, and we were like talking with them, going to other sections, learn, speaking with the students, understanding their mentalities, and teaching them as per it. Then going to teachers, asking permissions was the biggest part and the toughest one. So like going and training students in middle of class, that's not an easy task. And coping up with our studies at the same time, it was also pretty tough, but it was also a fun thing. So there was our classmate, his name is Nitesh. So he is also known as our sir's pet because they both usually get into very silly fights. So he was like, sir, I wouldn't use any of my A4 sheets because A4 sheets are too costly for me to buy. So that whole event, sir was the one who, sir and the whole class was the one who provided him A4 sheets. So like it is in a good manner that he wanted to make the class to go, in a vibing manner, and he kept the vibes up, mom. We also had negativities coming in, and but we basically are with one motto, mom. We take in negativity, we use that as our fuel to empower us, and we go to great heights, and we never constipate life, mom. So that is the reason which was a success for this event. So,
Yes,
and
of course.
these were the soft skills.
There were some negativity in coordinating or come up with any idea. There should be a negativity. So you guys overcome that too and achieve this record. That's appreciable. So my next question that as a student, first this idea come up, like first this idea introduced to both of you. What was the thought in your both of your mind?
So I basically felt that is sir going nuts? Has he lost something, or why is he even doing this to us? It was like practical torture to me in the first moment because constructing an international flag under a minute seemed like the Himalayas speak to us. So without proper training, we wouldn't have been able to do it. But eventually, our group, like we were a 9 to 10 member group, and that group was firstly trained by sir, and we were the ones who personally went to other students and trained them. While training them, we totally understood about sir's mentality, so and the way how he worked to get these ideas. So staying with them for long, we were also tuned to his sort of thinking, so we thought like him and we also proceeded the same way, whereas using the things we have already learned previously, we also tried to package the way we told things very differently. Say that you have a boring thing and you take it out in a different manner. We thought out of the box and we told it to children where they liked it, mom. So, and people like just like us, they were also like, this is an event and how are we supposed to do it? So making them feel the ease was Vijay sir's duty and he aced it, mom. So like, I personally thank him for this.
So Deepa, do you have anything to share your idea relating to this discussion?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, the thing is, the first time this idea was introduced to all of us were very clueless. We were like, "What is this? What are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to do it?" And at the first time this happened again, I think this was in lunch break. This idea was introduced, and all of us were like eating, and I remember I was eating curd rice as I always do, and then sir suddenly sprang up this idea on all of us, and all of us were like, "What?" But then slowly we did learn how to construct the flag, and yeah, and then after that we practiced so many times, and when we could finally construct the flag, we had to like get sketches. We first started practicing with pencils, and then after that we slowly brought in sketches and colors and how to make it like aesthetic and pretty. And yeah, after that we went to other sections. Actually, it wasn't us who taught the students first. All the other maths teachers, they taught them in the classes themselves, and then after that we went for training sessions, and then we like timed them and like made sure that they would finish the flag within a minute. And at first it was all a very daunting task for all of us, but then as time went on it became really fun and we enjoyed the process. And then when it finally like got over, we were kind of sad because and nostalgic, to be honest, because we had so much fun throughout the days, even though at the first we all were like scared, to be honest. But then after that it all eased out, panned out beautifully, so I'm very thankful for that.
Okay, Vijay sir, from your students' words, if I can understand that you were stubborn on this unique idea, you want to prove this idea to the public, and you want to do this thing like in a proper way. So, sir, so how did the parent and public react towards this report?
My God.
I that there were some opposition, or I'm sure that in every event I can we can sure that there are some opposition or there are some support. So how did the parents and public react towards this?
Yes, actually, when we, from our school principal said we have to send a message to the parent declaring that we're going to make a record and we need to bring all the stationaries, Pro Circle. I don't have Pro Circle. I need to buy. And on all the parents were asking us questions, and we tried to manage, and bulk orders also we placed. And finally, the parents were convinced, and they were also happy and cooperative in many aspects, and they helped us in any way what they could, and they were extremely grateful for that. And they have sent the students for more training sessions online, and offer online rehearsals and got them the materials. And finally, as without the parent support it would have not done. And we added a very firm ground from them. And as well as children, both parents and children cooperated, and setting of the camera and arrangement of the mission, everything, the timing out, and many pages they were constructed every Saturday, Sunday. They constructed 50 to 40 times in a day. And I think the students' perseverance and determination, and it has proved actually. So the public, when the public or parents, many professionals told me that they shared their views. It was a fantastic attempt, and to get the children interested in subject, as well as you brought math into real life. And that without their support it will not happen. And I have to thank all my parents, especially parents of sixth standard, because they have come from fifth to sixth, the transformation stage. And the sixth standard children perform very well than other graders, and comparatively with their strong focus on the construction.
Okay, sir. So, Deepan Hariharan, like, how exactly was the flag constructed? Or what were the materials you used, and how did you use them and accomplish that record? Could you please explain a little more to us? We are eager
Of
to know
course,
that.
ma'am. So first, the materials we used were two set squares. After that, we used a Pro Circle, and then we used sketch pens. I think we used orange, green, brown, and then we wanted to use blue sketch pens, but then they were a little too thick when we did the Ashoka Chakra, so we started using blue pens instead. And we didn't use rulers at all. We just used the set squares as rulers, and that was pretty much all the instruments we used. And so the way we constructed the flag was like very simple, because the flag was in the ratio 3:2, And between each section of the flag, between each of the colors, there was a 2 centimeter gap. So we had to place two set squares like this, and then we used them and then brought one down like this at 2 centimeters and then another down like this here, and then we drew lines like this, mom, so that we could form the flag. And then after that, for the sides, we used brown sketches, and then we closed the flag, and then we took the pro circle, and using one of the circles, we put them in the center of the flag for the Ashoka Chakra, and then we drew the 24 spokes, and that was pretty much it.
Okay. So this is like an virtual platform, right? So how did you manage to like do this event like visually? Because there were some network issues happening, like right, technically problems were there. So how did you manage all this?
It was pretty difficult, mom, but still, we came up with the problems, and with an experienced tech team, mom, we sorted it out very quickly, because our school has been conducting our own culturals in an online platform for the past 2 years, and we've got students joining from different parts of the globe also. And like first thing, I would like to thank the tech team, mom. They were like pretty much well set up, and they were uh, mom, they were cautious of all the things which are happening around the event. And next of all, the math department, mom, they rocked, and they were like continuously training the departments, like the other students. And they also taught a few other teachers to teach their own students during lunch and snacks breaks, mom. So like they were hardworking and all. But during the main event, mom, we did have some net lags, mom, and students were also starting to hyperventilate, and they were like, "Oh my God, I'm starting to sweat. Will I be able to draw the flag?" And my hands were literally shivering, and every single human will have that nervousness, and that was present in every single person in the meeting, mom. But still, we faced some net lags, mom, and eventually the tech team, as I said, mom, they sorted out very quickly, and we didn't notice even that there was a net lag, and things like that were very smooth, mom. It was like completely smoothly handled. And I would say that the maths department proved that maths was the queen of all subjects, and it rocks again and again.
Okay, Hariharan. Okay. Sir, Vijay sir, actually the record was published in Indian Books of Record magazine. What were your thoughts? Like what you felt at that time?
Yes, it was all very surreal. When we first decided to make this attempt, this record, I didn't expect about what it will blow as it is. But it was published in IBR's magazine, the 2E magazine, and the consolidation of all the views of parents and the teachers was really amazing. And a correction from the English department. And fine, now I am so, what to say, I was really ecstatic, and now it all played out. It went like a one day dream, and it has got all our efforts. And I was very happy to add that, and to hold this badge also needs some what to say, what deserving, we were all are deserving about 10 of members of IBR team given badges from India Book of Records, and the final medal comes to a school. And on that day we were March 7th. It was a fantastic and memorable day in our life. And the record was published in the newspaper, Rajasthan Patrika paper, and the Hindi font, all the Hindi department teachers also were involved in it, and they transformated and everything were corrected, and no corner were checked, and finally we sent for the final proof, and it all happened about with the teamwork and coordination, ma'am.
Of course, I can understand that you were in a cloud nine when you received that.
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
So, yeah. Hariharan and Deepa, what is the fastest time in which the flags was constructed? So the timing is important, right? So what was the fastest time?
So like as I told earlier, mom, Saran SR of class 9C was able to construct the flag in 40 seconds, and he was followed by a girl named Kriti Satish from the same section, mom. She constructed the flag in 43 seconds to be precise, mom. So this was all happening a bit unofficially, but then we also timed it. And thankfully, as we timed it, we were able to see how fast people were able to construct it. Yeah. But we also told them to reduce their speeds a bit, because for a more precise and a neater flag, we needed to work on the presentation more. So like meaning 40 seconds, it was a bit of an offset, but it was the best flag they have ever constructed, mom.
You guys are expected a good outcome, right? Yeah. So, in what all supports you get from your school, then from your parents? Can you share that? Hariharan, both Deepa and Hariharan. This question is for both of you.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, the thing is, the school was extremely supportive. The teachers were very, very sweet. All of us would just randomly barge into their classes and ask them for permission to teach the students during their class. And they were all extremely sweet. None of them ever denied us permission, and they were all very supportive. And they'd like give us hints and like tips on how to teach better. And most of the teachers who were teaching for the students we were training were also our teachers. So we knew them, the students knew them, and it was all like very playful. We had a great rapport, and they gave us, they helped in all the ways they could. They gave us tips, and when the classes got too noisy, and us being students, we were also contributing to the noise, not slowing it down. And then the teachers stepped in, and then they like brought things back to order, because we were also like helping we were with the students. We weren't acting very responsible or mature. So the teachers were very, very helpful, and then the management, they were extremely supportive. They helped us. I mean, they got us those special sheets on which to draw the flag, and then they got us this. They got this publicized in newspapers, the e-magazine, news channels, and all of those things. The management was very supportive. Principal sir, vice principal ma'am, everyone, and the students were also, as we mentioned earlier, very enthusiastic. And the parents, I guess, I mean, I feel like they were the most important factors in this entire process, because they supported us in every way they could. They got us the materials that we needed to buy, like the pro circle, and then they made sure that all their children attended the rehearsal sessions, and then that everyone constructed the flag at home. And yeah, that was pretty much it. The amount of support we got was just overwhelming, and like it's surreal.
Okay. So actually, I'm curious that how long you should take this, like you train your students to make this record.
I think we trained them for like a week or so. Every day we went to their classes and we trained them for a week. So they were totally like, I think like 10 to 12 people who were training, and two of us went for each grade. And yeah, we all like went in every, like we didn't go all the time, but we went for like 2 periods at a stretch, and then finished both the grades and spent like, I don't know, like 25 minutes in each class, like mostly eating away that period. And that was pretty much it. We went every day for a week, and that helped a lot. And then we had online training sessions, which were different. They
Oh,
were on Saturday and Sunday.
okay. So will you be able, like, willing to create a few more records in the coming year? Hariharan, both of you, like
Yes,
Deepa and
ma'am.
Hariharan, anyone?
Definitely, mom. Like we are looking forward for making a lot of records in the near future, mom. And our schools also started working on the same, mom. So we are brainstorming for ideas, and we just had our elections completed, and the newly formed office bearers are all working nice and hard. And they're also trying to bring out the innovative skills and all. We are also trying to help students file patent rights at this age itself, so that they can be patent holders. And we have also started working on it, mom. Then we have
Oh,
received a few ideas for records to be set, as the 1983's cricket captain, Sir Kapil Dev says, taste success once and tongue once more. And we are now waiting eagerly to set few more records and take our school's name to greater heights and get the legacy going on.
okay. So we are also eager to hear from you guys about this record, and we will again invite you for this event. Sure, it's for sure if it is happens. Yeah, I wish both of you to achieve that too. So Vijay sir,
Yes,
this event was done in Zoom platform, right, sir?
yes, ma'am.
So how was it to organize such a large scale program through Zoom?
Ma'am?
You couldn't hear us?
Yes, no, ma'am.
Yeah. So this was done in Zoom platform, right, sir?
Yes, yes.
So, what, like, how did you organize such a large event in a Zoom platform? What was the
Yes.
difficulties behind that?
Yes, of course, ma'am. Yeah, I do agree. So it was a very quiet task, but finally we have done many practice sessions where many technical glitches were happening, and we were encountering more problems. So how to solve them, and highly specialized tech team was involving so that none of the problems got into trouble, and it was sorted out very easily. And we had a wonderful team beside, because so they are always ready to untangle themselves, to bring out any strings out of the control, and that's how we organize the event. And at GTA VM, IT teams with full laptops, I think around 150 laptops were on, and our Wi-Fi system was enabled, and all was technically surrendered, and that is the real thing we did. And online on that day of constructing, that like music went on, it was not smooth, and finally that also has been sorted out, and finally at last 10:45 to 11, all their abdomens are filled with butterfly strings over it, and finally the 2 days were was there for the final announcement of the results, and on the day of inauguration, that time only they know it is going to be felicitated, and students were very happy, and they all participated in that event.
Okay, sir. So, next question is to Vijay sir itself. So, constructing a flag in a minute is hard enough, I think. So, regardless, to say like constructing it using a mathematical instruments is a little more harder. So, how did you manage, or how did you teach your students to learn do so?
Yes. Buckminster Fuller says there is nothing in the caterpillar that is going to be a butterfly. But we teachers believe that there is something in the caterpillar that has transformed into beautiful butterfly. That is none other than inner strength. With our inner strength, we really facilitate them, we mentor them, and we taught the students the method which is consistent to them, and which is not odd and fast and rule. Grade 6 students were very energetic and ecstatic at the beginning, and even ninth and 10th were lagging some in few areas, and we went over to different classes, and we refined the techniques what we have informed, and finally we have found something new in each class, and the idea of multiple intelligence was involved, and each one had their unique talent. Then only they know, because they told that I'm not good at drawing, sir. I don't know to construct. I'm not good at geometry like that. But finally, they performed phenomenally and caught on to this technique very easily. And at least I think teamwork and the coordination and continuous training will help them out in near future.
Yes, sir, that's a correct thing. So Vijay, so Hariparan and Deepa, as a student volunteers, did you have any specific tactics or methods to help the younger students to construct this flag easily? Because they are younger students, so they are so young. So how did you manage that?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, as Sir said, sixth graders were the best. They performed the best out of the lot. They were the youngest, but they did the best. They did better than the ninth graders. They did better than us, and they taught us how to construct the flag. They gave us tips. And then, as Sir said, we learned something new in each class. Like I went to first, I think I first went to 8A, and then someone there said, "Hey, try this. This works better." And then we tried that in 8B, and then someone gave us another tip, and then we went and implemented both these tips in 8C, and then it was very easy. So in each class someone will give suggestions that we will try out, and if they work we go and teach them to other classes too. So in each class we did learn something new, as Sir said. And we didn't have a specific technique, because all of us, I mean, there are many ways to construct the flag, and there's no hard and fast correct way to construct it. So all of us just encourage them to do what they think is best, and I think that worked the best for every one of us.
Okay, so how did you feel when your event was broadcast as a news in several programs? Hariharan, you
Yes,
can say
ma'am.
that.
Yeah, Hari, take that one.
Okay.
So thanks, Deepa. And basically, we do not know that a lot of media channels are like coming here to broadcast this news. We do not even know that the outer world even knew about our event. But still, Sir kept this as a secret from us, and eventually, at that evening of the record creation or the attempt for creating the record, he sent us several links of the news channels broadcasting on news. But when I saw them, I had goosebumps. I was like totally out of words. And this is our school making this record. I was like mind blown. I'm like, me being such a small part of this event, I can see the magnificent success of this event, mom. I was like, okay, my hard effort is like not going for a waste. Like we have worked so much and like day and night we have spent more data, like 30-40 GBs all gone. But still, mom, seeing that being worth enough, I was like, it's worth it. It's like the best moment of my life, mom. That's it.
Okay. So, Vijay sir,
Yes, ma'am.
like, what's the idea and inspiration behind these documentaries done by the students?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, when we are doing about it, there were a wall of reflection, and every day there was a reflection about it. And was a shining star, Miss Mangeshkar, Lata Mangeshkar, ma'am, and she passed away. So with her nightingale voice, and I should really dedicate to this, surrender my tribute to her. So and then we found that to celebrate 75th independence of this year, 2022, and into order to be in a special heart, a place in the heart of many Indians. And this record is intended to tribute to Lata Mangeshkar, ma'am. And this is a final surrender to her, and because she's a performer and artist and something. And what Hari said, sir didn't inform about this, but because I too don't know these many medias are going to come and it is going to be published. We too don't know, Hari. And finally, at the end of the day, they are giving it, and that is giving in the link. It's really a surprise one for me. And then finally, I have passed on the message to this team. And every day evening, we'll sit and we will plan, and the reflections we were taken away, and what was the experience, and everything was done, planned prayerly. And the day of the event, really, many of them we didn't even eat our breakfast and lunch on that day. After the record, only we had a lunch, and it's really amazing to do such event in near future to bring more laurels to our school.
Okay, sir. So, as an organizer, sir, organization of this entire event, it certainly would have been a proud moment seeing all its hard work finally bears this success. When it was organized by the IPR as an official record, what are your thoughts on that?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for this question, ma'am. Morning when they come, Mr. Nair, Vivek Nair, and he saw the record videos, and I have projected to them, and he told, no, the time is not constrained, and I cannot do that like that. And he saw all the videos, and I approved that my children all considered it, and with the shown all the documents to them, and finally he has accepted. Yes, yes, the record is yours, like that. And that moment was really, I could not express in my words. And because all my effort, the children should not go as an attempt. Yes, so it should be a record. And make that gives me an immense pleasure for that. And being a teacher and a mentor for these 10 years, really, for being a class teacher for class 9C of GTVM is really overwhelming experience in my life. And I will take this memory and to throughout my life for the best children. And 9C is always add mixture of multiple intelligence, I could see. Each one have their unique talent. So that was a mixture of, how to say, when the ratio proportion of alva differs, then our alva will not come correctly, correct? But our 9C will has that ratio and proportion fixed to it. And I am so lucky to get that. And I have to thank my heads, VPs and principal, sir, for giving math as a subject for them, so that as a foundation class also. So I have to link them with more foundational topics. I have to bring with more textbooks. I have to link to the world, and it was an online session. I think so. Online session, because of the online session, we had many extra sessions as well. And finally, the success really depend really on teamwork, I could say.
As a mentor, I can see that you hard work, like you went through a lot of path to make your students into this success. So I know, sir, I know from the first day itself, I can for like you like showing your students output to other world. I know you went really hard for that. I know students actually, Hariharan and Deepa, he went like to extreme, I think, to showcase your talent to the outer world. I know he's a best teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Hariharan and Deepa, what is the memory from this event that will always stay with you forever?
This is such a great question, and this shall be the longest one of my answer, mom. But I don't want to take a lot of time. But if you can see, mom, the memory is like working with the juniors, mom. Like understanding them is like very complex, and those chores running here and there. I became one of those young people, mom. Like I went back to my sixth grade. I was like, how did I behave in my sixth grade? I became a sixth grader while training them, mom. Then working with Deepa, Vijay sir, and a few other mom. Like in our main team, there was Dakshin, Kriti, and Prasham, mom. They three compiled the videos, the datas, and the songs. They all were like working continuously. Whereas we three used to go rotationally into the meetings and check on what's happening. And it was such a complex process, but we all enjoyed it in each and every step, as we told. Then I used to usually go with Deepa for training young children, and we know how hard it was. Like she will not be able to scream on top of her noise voice, and the teachers will step in and they'll be like, "Hey, Chotas, be quiet," and they'll all like sit and seeing them look at us like with their eyes wide open and seeing what we do, mom. It gives us this sort of an surge of adrenaline, which makes us work way harder and extend ourselves for better achievements, mom. And next, mostly, I was able to understand each and every teacher much more better, mom. But basically, the math department were like total gods of the whole event, mom. And the tech team also. The tech team here is not a set of small people, mom. It was the whole teaching community itself. Our school's teachers are like well versed, and they're like having more knowledge on technology than the students of us itself. So like they are parallel to us. They teach us and we also teach them. It's like a give and take policy, mom. And eventually playing with friends during class, mom, like training them in a more fun manner. That was the technique we use for ninth graders, because training students who don't know you and who are younger, they might have some sort of respect on you, mom. But training peers who know completely about you is like total mayhem. It's like having monkeys in a classroom. So we all knew and we all know about those monkeys in the class, and we control them, and we became one of them also. It was practical memory full event, mom. And we also look forward and making more records.
Yeah. Okay, Hariharan. So Vijay sir, lastly, I want to ask you that what would be your advice to teachers and who all wish to try out such records?
Yes, I would prefer that the mantra for success, for any success, relies really on the focus and perseverance what we possess. As a teacher, so rather than a teacher facilitates, if we facilitate our class, we can bring out young talents which are present. We don't know who is going to be an Albert Einstein, who is going to be an Ramanujan, who is going to be a doctor. We don't know, but at the end, when I ask my kid, everyone will say every day they will say something different. Today I'm going to become an artist. Tomorrow I'm going to become an entrepreneur. I'm going to become a CEO. So like that, I would prefer that multiple intelligence are present in our class, but adopting a single strategy will not work out. And adopting or to a suitable strategy for each and every child will always bring success from them, and that is that will be an aspiration for each one to create a record like this, to be a part of a big event. Always teamwork and coordination and receptivity and perception also major role in us. And I don't like advices. Actually, my children also don't like it. As a friend, as a fellow mate, I used to travel along along with them. And being with the kid is always a fun and jolly one, because my age gets reduced along with them, and my energy triples by their energy. PT period, they will ask then, like that, when we be along with them, it is equal to getting 3 PT periods in one day. And really a fun one being a teacher always. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. So, Harihan and Deba, last but not least, is there anything you would like to say to your fellow students which with such aspirations?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think in my opinion, I'd say that no idea is a bad idea. If you have an idea, if you think it's going to work, just give it a shot. That there's nothing that can happen that's possibly going to discourage you if you think that the idea is worth fighting for. And so if you have an idea, if you have an inspiration, go for it. Don't look back, don't think again, and then it'll all work out.
So, Harihan, yeah.
Yes, mom. So, like as Deepa rightly said, we should all give a shot. We should never get afraid for anyone. We should live for our life, mom. This is our life. We have to live for ourselves. We shouldn't care about what others say. And if you feel what you're doing is right, and if you feel it is not going to impact anyone in a bad manner, please carry on, mom. Always think out of the box. Like as our Abdul Kalam says, all birds find shelter during a rain, but the eagle avoids rain by flying above the clouds. This is exactly what I say every single time, mom. We should be the eagle in our life. We should fly above the clouds, avoiding any sort of negativity, mom. We should be the hero. We should try to do something which will help the society, mom. Say that our school has been doing things out of the box, such as they have planted 200 saplings in our school's locality, and those saplings have started to grow into very huge trees, mom. They provide shelter and they reduce noise pollution and they make the society a bit more greener of a place. We should try to innovate, mom. Having teachers like Vijay sir and every single teacher who made me who I am thanking them, mom. It is like very difficult to get great teachers like them, and I'm very thankful and I'm blessed to have teachers like them, mom. But we should always make sure that we thrive to succeed, to make our signature into an autograph. That is the most important thing, mom.
Yes, well said, well said. So thank you, Vijay sir. Thank you, Deepa, and thank you, Hariharan, for sharing your time with us. Actually, I'm also grateful to share this wonderful time with you people and with a good team. So thank you all. Thank you again. I'm saying thank you for all of you and GTA Vidya Mandir, Chennai. And also, thank you all for joining us today. We'll see you on next episode with another intellectual. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us, ma'am.
Thank you, mom.